The library beneath the river. English story level 6. The river Aldwin flowed calmly through the kingdom, its waters silver blue and impossibly clear. Most believed it ordinary, except for the occasional whispers heard at night when the moonlight touched its surface. Fishermen said the sound came from the river itself, as if it hid countless stories below. Rowan, an apprentice historian, grew fascinated by these rumors. One evening, he followed the riverbank until he reached a spot where the water spiraled instead of flowing straight. The swirling current shimmered like liquid glass, and as Rowan leaned closer, he saw stone steps descending beneath the surface. Ignoring his racing pulse, he stepped into the cold water. Instead of drowning, he discovered that the river parted around him like a transparent curtain. The steps led to an underground chamber illuminated by soft blue light that pulsed from glowing moss on the walls. The chamber opened into a vast library, its shelves carved from river stone, its books bound in scales, shells, and woven reeds. Water floated overhead like a living ceiling, but not a drop fell. Rowan moved carefully, marveling at scrolls that shimmered like fish fins and tomes that whispered when touched. He opened a heavy volume resting on a pedestal. It revealed liquid text that rearranged itself into new shapes as he read, displaying histories of ancient tribes, forgotten kingdoms, and civilizations lost to storms and shifting tides. Rowan realized the river had preserved stories erased from the world above. As he continued reading, the chamber trembled faintly. The river seemed to sigh, as though reminding him that knowledge carried both wonder and weight. Rowan copied as much as he could, filling his journal with names, dates, and myths that scholars believed were mere legends. When he finally climbed back to the surface, the moon had shifted far across the sky. The steps vanished behind him as the water resumed its natural flow, leaving no trace of the library below. Rowan stood silently, clutching his soaked journal to his chest. In the days that followed, he shared fragments of his discovery with trusted mentors. Some doubted him, but others recognized truths long thought lost. Rowan knew he could never reveal the library's exact location. It was a sanctuary of memory, guarded by the river itself. Yet every time he walked along the Aldwin's edge, he heard faint whispers beneath the water, as if the library were calling him back. He promised he would return one day, not to take more knowledge, but to understand the stories the river still carried in its endless depths.